Hello and welcome. My name is Elizabeth Matthews and I am the creator of the Pie in the Sky community. And if you are joining me here, most likely you have recently ordered some essential oils from me and you are probably waiting for your first kit to arrive. So I'm very excited for you to get started on this journey, and I decided to create this video just to welcome you. I do love to do welcome calls in person or as a video chat. But in the case, busy lives happen and sometimes we're not always able to connect, I wanted to create this quick little video just to give you some basics to get you started on your journey. So I'm going to share my page with you here. Let me just screen share this with you. And here we go. Okay, so first things first, when you sign up with me as a doTERRA customer or wellness advocate, you are given your own home page. And that means that from this point forward, you are able to log in with your username, which is a number that I will have emailed you in your welcome email, and a password that you've created, or maybe we created it together. If I've set you up, I will have sent you your password and you can always go in and change it anytime you want. So I'm going to go ahead and log in as myself. You just go to mydoterra.com, and I'm not sure if you can see this. Yep, mydoterra.com. And this will come up and you put in your username and password and submit. So here we go. Okay, and it'll bring you to this page. Now, some of you might have a pop-up that turns up here. Often when you're new, a pop-up will come up and ask you if you want to set up LRP or do a one-time order. So you can just cancel out of that. You don't have to respond to that. You can just cancel out of it and it'll take you here. But I'll explain to you a little bit about what that means. So if you are part of the Loyalty Rewards program, you'll want to do your shopping and your ordering through your LRP template. And I'm going to post a video soon about the ins and outs of LRP. So if you haven't sort of learned a little bit about that, if I haven't chatted to you already, there will be a video coming shortly with that. But in the meantime, just know that the Loyalty Rewards program is a really awesome, beautiful program that allows you to accumulate points over time with your purchases. And you can use those points to get free product. You can also opt in for the product of the month with this LRP program. So it's a really beautiful way to actually save a lot of money over the course of a year. And you also get lots of beautiful offers. So I will go into that more in depth soon. But for now, when you come into your shop, you will see over here that you can shop in Australian products or you can shop in US. And if you're in Canada, you would see Canadian or US products. If you're in the US, you just have your US option there. And if you're in the UK, I'm not sure, I think you should have a US option as well for the UK. So you will come in here and decide where you want to shop. For the most part, say I shop in Australia because this is where I'm living at the moment. And I would come in and say, okay, I've already set my LRP order up. So if I've already had one set up, I just come in and click on this tab and it will open it. It will open that order up. And then you'll see in here that I've got a bunch of information that's really crucial. So I've got where I want my orders shipped to. You'll notice that there's these edit tabs so you can change anything that you need to. My billing, where I'm billed, my credit card that's on file, and my email address that's on file. All of this can be changed. So I do have quite a few customers who might change their credit card from month to month, depending on which card they would like to use. So you can easily come in here and adjust this when you need to. And then you'll see here the shipping date. So when you're part of the Loyalty Rewards program, it's an automatic shipment each month. And it asks you to put in the date that you would like that to be shipped to you. So whatever in this cart here will be shipped to you on that date. If you want to be part of the product of the month, you need to have the shipping date be before the 15th. Now, if you are not part of Loyalty Rewards, none of this really applies to you. You would just come in and place your one-time order, and that's totally fine. But the majority of people are part of that loyalty rewards. And once you understand how that program works, you'll probably want to opt in for that. In which case you can come in and adjust this date anytime you want. You can just come in and click edit and change the date that you are having it shipped to you, as long as you do it before the 15th so that you can get the most out of the program and get the free products. So then you come in here and very quickly you can come in. This is my last month's order. So because I've just received that order, I now want to make sure I come in and change this because I don't want them to ship me the same thing again next month. So I'm going to come in and I just remove things from my cart. It's as easy as that. I'm going to remove a few of these things. Okay. Now, if say I want to come in and add some of this, add something else. If I know what it is I'm looking for, I can just go straight in here and add it. So say I want past tense. I just start typing it and it'll pop up. And you can click on it and it's added it in there. Okay, it's just added it in. But say I'm not sure really what I want to purchase. I can just go continue shopping and it will take me into the shop page, okay? And in here, there's two ways to navigate around. You'll notice these tabs up at the top. And these tabs here are exactly the same, just two different ways to get to the same place. So I really like doing this. I would just click on essential oils. And again, two ways to get to the same place. There's these drop-down menus, and then there's these tabs too. So if you click on the drop-down, you can look at every single oil. These ones are the single oils, so not the blends, just the singles. And you can come through here, and if you know that what you want, say you know you want Douglas fir, you can just click on that, and it'll take you in here. Now you'll notice there's no description. There's not a lot of information about the oils. This is purely a place to come and shop. So you just come in, you can see the price, and this is Australian dollars. You see what it would have been retail. And an important feature is to see the PV, the points value. Because when you're part of the Loyalty Rewards program, you don't have to, there's not a huge amount of points that you need to stay active in that program. To stay active, you're just going to order one little thing every month. So it could even be something like a lip balm. But keeping track of how much PV is really great, because if you want to start accumulating points, you're going to want to make sure you have at least 50 PV in your cart to start accumulating your points. So you can see that this has $22.95. So to get to 50, you'd maybe want just one other thing in your cart and then you'd be good. Also, if you wanted to get the product of the month, you'd want to make sure you had 125 PV in there to qualify for that. So it's important to look at the PV value, and that's very different than the dollar value. So there we saw the single oils, all of the blends are in here. So you could come through and say, oh, I've really been looking for Easy Air. Okay, I know exactly where that is. Some of them might be a bit confusing because you think, oh, this is the Touch blend, right? But you can come in and find, just look a little bit further down and you'll find the oil in its bottle in itself. So, and there is a very small little description in here of what there is. You'll find your household items. So your all of that, and accessories. So this is one way to shop, is to just use the drop-down menus, and that's the way I tend to use personally. But you can also just come in and say, go under personal care and use the tabs this way too, okay? And then you come in here. You can buy things like the Virage kit. You can buy them singly, separately, or if you scroll down, there it is as a kit. There's your deodorant, all of the healthcare, personal care things. You'll notice that there's some things that don't seem to be available here, like Lifelong Vitality, which is the supplement range that doTERRA do, and certain other oils, and that's because you will want to shop in the US site for those. Now, you come back here and think, oh, but how do I get into the US site? Well, it's because you are ordering, you're editing your LRP order for your home country. So right now I'm in the edit mode. I'm editing that cart. So I come in and say, okay, you know what? I want to review my cart and see what I've done. And I say to myself, yep, this all looks good. These are all the things I want. I don't want it to ship now. I want to wait until the date that I've chosen. So I'm just going to say save changes. This is a crucial component, you people, okay? Make sure you save changes. Otherwise, it's going to revert back to whatever you had in there before. So make sure you click Save Changes, and then it'll be saved in there. Your changes have been saved. Your cart is all ready for the following month. If you were coming in and just placing a one-time order, you could just say to it to ship straight away, and then that would be fine. It would just come to you right away. Now, another cool thing here is in your shop tab, you'll notice that it's going through different promos this month. So it's telling you what's happening this month. So here, Douglas Fir is 10% off in Australia this month in December. We've got a beautiful frankincense promo. If you spend 200 PV, you get the frankincense for free. If you click, oops, sorry, not that one. If you were to click on that, if you were to go back and click on that, it's actually going to open up more information for you on that promo. So you could read a little bit more in depth about what that means. So you can also just click through these and have a look at what's happening this month. And that's pretty much it. And then I'm just going to show you guys as well, if you were in your order again, you can see here that as I've added all of these things, it's giving me a total points value, a total PV. And so I've got 107.50. So at the moment, I don't qualify for the product of the month unless I add a couple other things in there to make that 125 PV. It's giving me my total. I can view totals here to get the subtotal of dollar amount, what I've just spent. So it will give me my total. And you'll notice here it's giving me $10 back in shipping rewards points. Because I'm part of LRP, I get all my shipping dollars back in points, which means I get more free products. So it's a beautiful program. And it tells me my points. So I actually we're in December now. I've just purchased a ton of things as Christmas gifts, and I've used my points for that. So I've actually just spent a ton of my points, and I've still got 158 left. So you'll see in here that I could actually come in and I could decide to use these points at any time. I could click select, I could hit 1, and it will actually add that. So if I wanted to, I could say, I'm going to use that for points. Okay. And you'll see that it says one time, it's using that many points to purchase this product. Now, say I wanted to add that back in. Say I decide, oh, I don't want that to use as points, and I'd come in and I would remove it here, and I've just got it back in. So it's really easy to redeem your points here. So I'm just going to click Save Changes, and I'll show you another quick feature. If you go under your dashboard up here, this is predominantly used for people who are doing doTERRA as a business. So there's a lot of information in here that won't really apply to you, but it's interesting to have a quick look and see. You can see here quickly how many points you've accumulated and the percentage that you're getting of your points back. So I get 30% back now because I've been ordering for about a year or longer. So your points will accumulate very quickly over time, and it's a good quick way to see how that works. And the other thing I'll draw your attention to is this My Website over here. So each person, when they have enrolled with doTERRA, they get a website generated for themselves. So here's mine, and if I just click on the link, it will take you to my website, right? So this has been given to me by doTERRA. And you can come in here, and this is where I send people, if they want to sign up with me, they can come under Join and Save and go through the process of enrolling. Or I do that for a lot of people. I set them up the first time too. And so that's something, a nice little add-on for you. There's also some great information in here if you want to have a look through, some videos and a few little things, DIY and recipes. Now, for more in-depth information, you really want to go to doterra.com. So make a note of this address, and I would actually bookmark this if you can save this. But doterra.com is a really, really great website with tons of information. So you could look through, you could come under, so you are an advocate, so My Advocates, you could come into product and just have a look through. This is a blog, so there's tons of DIY that you can do, recipes, ideas. If you're interested in making your own cleaning products or doing some recipes, there's also spotlights on different oils. So if you want a little bit further information or education on the oils, if you're trying to find out, what a certain oil will do for you, this is a really, really beautiful resource for you. And another tab I really love is the science blog. Now, I'm somebody who really loves to understand behind the scenes of why something works. And the more I've learned about essential oils and how they actually function in your body, the more impressed I am. I'm just blown away by how powerful they are. And so this is a really beautiful place to come and look and read some interesting articles on latest research, safety and physiology, all different things, plant smells. It's really, really interesting stuff. So you could have a quick look at that when you have some time. And that's a good website to book for yourself. So here we are back in your back office. We call this your back office. So that pretty much covers how to log in and how to get familiar with this area. So aside from using the doTERRA site, as I mentioned, to just keep up to date on information and learn a little bit more about the oils, I urge you, if I haven't already added you to our Facebook group, please feel free to join or add people that you think might have interest. This is a closed community, but having said that, it really is open-hearted. So I have started this Pie in the Sky community really to share information and really in the hopes that people will be inspired to make some healthy shifts and changes in their lives. So I really hope that you use this Facebook page for your benefit. You'll notice that I put a pinned post each month at the beginning of the month. I put in a pinned post just with a few ideas that I have, some inspiring thoughts for the month. But if you hit continue reading, it will take you through all the promos and special things that doTERRA are offering each month. So I go through and I list it by country because I have so many of you around the world, which is wonderful. So you can come through, look for your country, and then I've added links to show you what the specials and deals are that month. And often I will post extra special things down below too. So you could have a look at this pinned post. And aside from that, I'm just posting things every day in here that I find interesting, inspiring, educational. As I journey along, I'm sharing all of this with you guys in the hopes that you get inspired too. There's my little cutie patootie. So another thing that's cool in this group is you can search for things. You could come into the search and you could do a search for, say, how do you spell eczema? I never get it right. Oh, no, that's not right. There we go. So say you want to know about eczema. You could come in and every post that I've ever done on eczema will pop up in here. Anything anybody else in the community has had to say, because this is a community where I'm really hoping we all share. So if you've had a personal experience with some oils and a certain physical thing or emotional thing or a good recipe, I'd love for you to share it in this group. So you can search for things that way. And you can also have a quick look at the description here. This description on the side just is my description of the group, but it's also got some interesting details here just about joining and membership, and as well customer service. So here are the numbers for customer service, and it is probably one of the best customer services that I've ever had any dealing with. So any questions or problems or issues come up, I really urge you to call them. There's also a really great chat option in here in your office. You can go in and chat. Now, I'm not sure mine is live at the moment because of the time of day, but you should be able to come in here and you could just chat with someone with any issues that you have. It's a really, really helpful feature. So we've gone through this. I would love to now just share with you as well. I'm just going to stop sharing my page for a minute. There we are. Hello. So I'm just going to share with you, last thing, a couple of books that I find extremely helpful and that I got early on when I started my essential oil journey. I love this emotional healing book. So this is a great resource that you can really learn more about the emotional benefits of essential oils. And you could look it up by oil like this, and it gives you a breakdown of how that oil helps in supporting you emotionally and what it sort of targets, what kind of issues are associated with that oil. So really beautiful, beautiful book. I highly recommend. And the other one is this, The Essential Life. Now, this is just a Bible. It's a beautiful, beautiful book. You'll see inside there's tons of ways that you can use this. You can look it up and get, ideas and advice. So it will address a certain topic. It'll talk about single oils and blends that you can use, supplements. It talks about the issues and how, all different issues within. So it goes through in depth. And it's a beautifully laid out book, really easy to read and really easy to access. And I probably reach for this on a really, every couple of days for something or other. So I really recommend this. And you can also get the Modern Essentials app on your phone. So that's a really great app to have just for on the go. I find I use it all the time. So I'll just show you guys. Here it is. I don't know if that's actually showing up in the video, but there you go. Modern Essentials. So it's a super easy one to get. I think it's about $7 or $10 here in Australia. I'm not sure in North America, but it's something that I access really regularly when I'm out and about. You can search for any different issue, anything that's come up for you, and it gives you advice and just kind of guides you in a right direction. So really super informative and helpful. So that's pretty much it. Welcome. This is my welcome call to all of you. I would love to send you as well. I'm going to just share this with you too, actually. I'm going to share to show you that there is something called the 90-day drip. And we're not dripping oils. I mean, drip-fed education. So I'm going to send you this link as well. And this is somewhere where you can actually join for 3 months, a drip feed of education. It's an education series put together by my mentors, and it's a beautiful, beautiful thing. I'm so excited to be able to offer this to you guys because it will just send you an occasional email with education about essential oils, how to get started using your oils, because there's no point in buying a kit and then just having them sit on your shelf. I really hope that you get the most out of them. I found them actually life-changing for me, and I know many people have this experience, so I'm very excited for you to get started with it as well. And this 90-day drip is a really, really awesome way that you can learn a little bit further and start to use your oils in a really intuitive way. So thank you so much for joining me, and I will be in touch. I would love to do like a face-to-face or a video chat welcome with you where we can talk about a bit of a game plan and talk through your health goals, and I can just give you a bit more support and guidance on a personal level. But until we meet, until that can happen, I hope you find this information helpful. And I'm very excited for you to start your essential oil journey with me. Thanks again, guys. Bye.